I'm making a third video before I go back online to look at the media and news. I've got lots of reading apps for news, Al Jazeera and Africa News and Sunrise and Guardian and CNN is reading. I think there's a live feed of news because the newscasters. A good one is Haystack. It's very good, but it's mostly American news. Some international news, but from America. And there's very few free news apps which are international. Very few. You have to pay for anything from BBC. So I don't do that because you have to have a license. So there are search engines always have news, and there's lots of those I've got about. I have lots of search engines, but I don't look at many of them. They're very gossipy, entertainment. I don't love entertainment. I hate it. And I know it's becoming stronger than reality. Napoleon said that the pen was mightier than the sword, and the French academics term the word politics, and they said that the fourth estate. See, they had this thing in the revolution. The first estate was the monarchy, and the second estate was the church, and the third estate was the people. But that was never the truth. You see, the estates were the army, the head of which was the monarchy, and money, which was everything was money. If it was banks or retail or ships, anything like that. So the army, money, and the church was an estate only because it had power, not just because it read a Bible. No one cares about prayer and spirits and eternity. No, the church had power as well because they owned land, they had legal rights. They manipulated people. They manipulated them by preaching them the Gospels or teaching them about Moses. What they did is they took money from rich people. People gave them money, and they buried them, and they gave some poor people alms like food or clothes or workhouses and some medicine. And they had power over the people. They influenced people. And so Napoleon said, look, who are the journalists? And the French said philosophers. And slowly, people saying they're somebody. And nobody is somebody until they can influence or manipulate or control other people. But if you want to be honest about anybody's life, so nursery rhymes like Dr. Dolittle or Dr. Foster or Mother Hubbard, these people don't have any influence or power in their time. But someone will say, what was that nursery rhyme? And they will say, Gattaca, like in that film, Wonder Woman. Like Wonder Woman became a feminist film. They remade it and said, this feminism. Or this woman, Beyonce, feminism. Madonna, feminism. These people are nothing in themselves. But if 150 million people worldwide say it means something, it doesn't mean anything, but it means something then. And Rajiv Gandhi is walking out India, but how wealthy. He would have a personal trainer, and he would have lived that lifestyle of a Hollywood A-lister. And he will walk across India, and he'll be president. But he's called Gandhi, and he's the whitest man in the country because he's half Italian. And he'll be president after India succeeded in changing the parliament for a country with a population nearly 1.5 billion. For the first time, Dalits, who are only about 12.5 or 14% of the population, were in power. And they had a Dalit president who was very light-skinned, but he was an outcast. And then they had a dark-skinned, but not black, dark bronze Indian prime minister who was a Dalit. But now this white man has walked across India called Rajiv Gandhi, and they'll reverse all of those things. The world is slowly becoming more racist and moving towards this excellent. But it is like with the band European Myth. That band was a myth. No one in that band was anything but a rapist, a homosexual, or a paedophile, or a racist, and they all hated me. And I was deeply schizophrenic. And I couldn't care less about the band. I had been a performance poet and a poet who had come out of a mental hospital And I had just performed my poems, and I was studying for my MA at the time, which I received from Bath College of Higher Education. And even my sister is a devout skeptic and racist. She's very racist towards black men and me, and she has no respect for my self-esteem or for my occupational faith, and I don't want to know her. And Amanika is partly a child, but I know that nobody over a certain age is a child. According to the Bible, once they pass an age, that's it. They're an adult. They have no excuse. And if something is wrong, the Bible says pack your bags and leave. And I've done that time and again, and nothing is wrong. I will spend the whole time in my apartment until Sunday night when I go and get some cigarettes. And I've heard the Pope and other people talk about poverty, and they say poverty's got nothing to do with wealth. It's to do with income security and security of hygiene and sustenance and constancy. So I'm not poor, and I'm not with wealth and health because of complacency or stupidity or chance. I have worked hard and begged and borrowed and worked and volunteered and prayed and attended and passed and tried and practiced for everything I do. And I am in my world as a devout Christian disabled man with a disability that people can't see. They think my disability is to have this facial appearance and have hair in my head.